Hello, everybody. My name is Jared Weathers, and this is the Weathers Media Podcast, the first one since we got put on Spotify, which I am over the moon about. I am here with my two hosts. That's right, I'm promoting Dak Ryan to the other host. So there's three hosts for this show now: Aaron Ahmed and Dak Ryan.
Hey, man.
Hello, everyone.
I'm excited to be on here again.
Yes. And no one cares about Aaron. So, I'm just stating facts, Aaron. No, but really, I'm glad Aaron's on this because then I wouldn't have anyone to verbally smack in the face. Lots
Indeed.
of times. Yes.
You always need that dummy.
Hi-ho!
Oh, anyway, that's not the point. We are not doing Jim Duggan today. We're actually doing Money in the Bank. We're going to start off with that. Before we get into any matches, did you guys watch the pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
We'll start with Dak. What's your overall rating for Money in the Bank, Dak?
It was decent, I guess. Launched. It's just why this pay-per-view had a lot of questions that needed to be answered at the end of the night, and I believe WWE did not do a good job with what they did. I think that there was plenty of opportunities where they had a great money thing. You know. I'm just gonna go ahead and say my favorite match of the night was Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey. You know, Ronda Rousey.
Hey, Dak, there's a lot of static coming through your end there.
Yeah.
How about that? Is that better?
That's better.
Okay.
Much better.
Anyways, what I was saying was that my favorite match of the night was Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax. Nia Jax did a great job, and so did Ronda. They both have great chemistry in the ring. Ronda really did good. She's actually my favorite woman to watch on Raw right now. I'm not even gonna lie. She has done much better than I thought she could, and I'm really intrigued to see what happens. The women's Money in the Bank match was also my second favorite match of the night. I think that this was a women's pay-per-view. I think the women really went out there and did their job and really did good in this pay-per-view.
So we'll go back to Aaron. Aaron, what did you think of the pay-per-view overall?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite Money in the Bank pay-per-view, but I still enjoyed it. But, you know, like Dak said, the women took over. They definitely did a lot better than the guys. I will say that.
I was really disappointed that Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey did not main event this pay-per-view.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it should have.
Yeah.
It should have.
I mean, it's on the poster.
Yeah.
Right? And most matches that are on the main poster are the main event.
Yeah.
That's logic.
It's kind of the rule, an unwritten rule for wrestling. If you're on the poster, you know, if you're prominently featured on the poster, it's usually the main event.
Yeah, like I said, you know, the event was not so good, you know. I think that they could have done a whole lot better with it. It was just, but I will give the show this, it was unpredictable. Braun Strowman winning the Money in the Bank match. Why? Why is he doing this? You know what I mean?
Right.
I was hoping for, you know, even though The Miz didn't need it, I was hoping for The Miz to win it.
Yeah, so did I, because, you know, I really wanted to, he's a great Money in the Bank holder.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and he does so well with talking, and he just plays the character. Braun Strowman just, he doesn't need it. The man is huge.
Exactly.
Agreed.
And it's kind of like, why? You know, well, why is why is he the winner? You know, it's I wonder what they're gonna. But I am intrigued to see how he's going to do this. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think he's gonna really cash in at a random opportunity. I think he's gonna say it beforehand, and then they have the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense if you're going to do it that way.
Right.
Now, Kevin Owens doing that spot was ridiculous.
That spot was insane.
When I saw that, I literally thought that he was broken in half. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, and I was looking, and I was like, okay, you know, this is normal. And then I realized how high that ladder was, and I was like, oh my god.
It kind of reminded me of Shane McMahon versus Steve Blackman, the Lethal Weapon at SummerSlam.
Yes. And that was also higher than everyone expects, but this one was just raw, throw you off the ladder kind of deal, and I didn't expect anybody else to do it but Kevin, because Kevin's just that kind of guy.
Plus the fact that anything can go wrong at that point.
Yeah,
you know, and like in an instant like that, something could go wrong.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how high the coup de grace was into the ring either. That was high. That was a high spot. You know, I was like, holy crap. You know, and the other thing that disappointed me, but then later on I realized wasn't a disappointment, was Kofi Kingston being in the match. You know, I really wanted Big E to get in there because, you know, that's just what I was hoping for. But Kofi really did his stuff, and he pulled out his traditional Money in the Bank stuff, and I really enjoyed it. I ended up enjoying it. But overall, pay-per-view was just not that great, you know. Well, like I said before, the women definitely put on the best show tonight. Or put on the best show that night, definitely.
He's in here with Jared.
Yeah, definitely. They showed why they belong on the main card spot. You know, the main event.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the success that the women had main eventing NXT TakeOver with Bayley and Sasha. That was huge.
Plus, the very first ever women's Hell in a Cell with Sasha and Charlotte.
Yeah. Ashley. It's Ashley.
Ashley Flair. And also the very first ever women's Royal Rumble. Like, who would have thought in 10 years ago that women would be in a Royal Rumble match? Besides, like, you know, Chyna and Karma, or Awesome Kong, if you guys don't know who that is. People that are listening, obviously.
Right.
But, you know, who would have thought, you know, we'd have a women's Royal Rumble, you know, a women's tournament, women main eventing pay-per-views.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it's so funny because, like, me and the TBW boys have been making jokes because our next pay-per-view is Clash of the Case, which is our Money in the Bank. And I was like, dude, we could go out there and fiddle each other and it'd be a better event than Money in the Bank, you know? You know, we always joke around about it, but make sure to check that out, guys. Clash of the Case is coming up. It's usually one of our popular ones, you know, the Clash of the Case ladder match that we have. Just please make sure to check it out. It's going to be a good show. I'm just going to go ahead and give you the details. You know, we're going to have the Clash of the Case match, and then we are going to have me versus Jarrell again in a normal one fall to a finish match as the main event of Clash of the Case. So, guys, please check that out.
Yeah, guys, go check that out when that comes out. So we're going to go through these matches. We're not going to do pre-show because pre-show doesn't ever matter, ever.
No, besides when the cruiserweights are on there and put on a better match than the rest of the card.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Like, for example, WrestleMania is
phenomenal.
Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander.
Woo. Huge supporter of Cedric. Huge.
Same.
Alright, so Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Daniel Bryan wins by submission. What do you guys think of that match?
I hate Big Cass.
He's gone, so I mean...
Actually, there's a rumor that they're actually going to make him wait out his 90 days and bring him and Enzo back as a tag team.
In WWE or
yes, in WWE.
Oh.
Which is why they didn't say good luck in your future endeavors, because they want to bring them back.
You know, that could happen, and honestly, I wouldn't mind it. You know, I thought that they were better competitors when they were together. I thought that their segments were better. I just think that they never meant to be broke up, and when they broke up, it was just a
Terrible.
bad idea.
It was
It was
the
the
worst
worst
idea.
idea ever. Like,
Yeah.
the timing was off too because they were set to be tag team champions.
Yeah.
Like they were officially going to be the tag team champions, and then that whole storyline came. You know, it just terrible timing.
Yeah, terrible timing.
Even
Yeah, I couldn't agree
Riley
more.
disagreed with that decision.
Yeah, just the whole. Let's have Big Cass is 7 feet tall. Let's give him a singles push, and it's just he's boring.
The funny thing is that singles push never happened.
Yeah.
No, and like they had that fatal 4-way match for the WWE title or whatever where he was in,
Yeah,
and and you know, and he was doing really well, and I was like, all right, okay, you know, this guy has potential. And then after that, it just he got injured, and then. And it happens to a lot of up-and-coming wrestlers, you know. They have this big push, and then they get injured, and it ruins everything. I think that if he would have kept going with what he was doing, I think it would have been a lot better for him. But that injury, unfortunately, apparently made him boring, so...
Well, the Fatal 4-Way for the you were talking about that Universal Championship match, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was still with Enzo at the time.
Oh,
I
was
believe. Yeah, he was still with Enzo. And he was the first one eliminated.
But he's still boring. Even when he was with Enzo and he did singles matches, he was still super boring.
Oh yeah, totally.
And, like, wow, that's just how much I care about Raw. But yeah, and I thought it was too early, and then this happened, and they give him a feud with Daniel Bryan, and I'm like, alright, maybe this is just another stepping stone for Daniel Bryan to go to the main event. No, it's not. You know.
Isn't it funny that after they split Big Cass and Enzo up, they both turn heel?
Yeah,
When they could have kept them together and then turned them heel together, but then they just split them up and turned them heel by themselves.
I'm Kevin Dunn. You weren't.
No one likes Kevin Dunn.
God, Kevin Dunn, dude. Oh my God.
Hashtag fire Kevin Dunn.
Hashtag fire Kevin Dunn. Everyone do that right now.
Well, here's the thing is that man's never going to be fired from that company.
That is true. He's been there for a long time.
There's one thing that Kevin Dunn is the only reason why he's there is because Kevin Dunn saved the archives of WWE.
Yeah.
And that I do appreciate because we would have lost a lot of stuff. But God, his booking and his writing is absolutely terrible.
Oh my gosh.
It's so bad.
So, I feel like we spent way too much on this match. Bobby Lashley defeated Sami Zayn, and now Sami Zayn had to get surgery, and he's out for a while.
Which is a shame because I really like Sammy, you know. I don't like his character. I think his segments are stupid, but he's an all-around very good wrestler.
Yes.
And I really do appreciate his work in the ring, but I don't want to see him feud with Bobby Lashley. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing this. I'm sick of Raw in general, you know. Like, I haven't watched Raw in a long time, and I still hate it. Like, I just don't like Raw.
When I heard that Bobby Lashley was coming back, I'm like, yes! We got the dominant Bobby Lashley. Comes back and he talking about his 3 sisters. God, that was so boring.
His TNA run was way better than his run now.
That's what they need to go back to. They need to go back to that TNA character.
Do you know what I think? Like, I think would have been a really good decision for him.
What?
Him going to Ring of Honor.
I can't disagree with that.
Because, like, you know, Moose had that huge push, and Moose was doing really good.
Yeah.
And I just think Bobby Lashley could have been just that next step of Moose, and could have been, you know, that dominant man in the company. I just think Bobby Lashley would have had a lot better push in Ring of Honor. I think it would have been matched up with some good people. And it's just like, I just now realized that, and I'm like, okay, why didn't this happen, you know?
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad he's back in WWE. I just wish that they would use him better.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because, I mean, his first run in WWE was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lashley versus Zayn was the shortest match on the whole card.
Oh gosh, what a tragedy.
let's bury Sami Zayn, a great wrestler.
Next match, Seth Rollins. It was the Intercontinental Champion, defeated Elias, and then
Good
lost
match.
on Raw.
Good match. I think that had the most emotion. I think that was a very emotional match. I think they built it up actually decently. Like I said, I'm a huge Elias supporter. Huge. Elias is a very good talent and could be a future world champion in WWE.
Agreed.
You put the chemistry with him and Rollins, and I thought it was a pretty good match. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy those two in the ring.
Same. I'm surprised the attire Seth Rollins brought out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The authority attire.
Yes.
So,
The authority attire, I dubbed it.
I'm glad he brought it back.
Yeah, that man
like
has a
it.
lot of attires.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, when I saw that, I tried to watch Money in the Bank. This was the first match I saw, and when I saw his attire, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm having flashbacks of WrestleMania 31 right now.
Right, yeah.
Rollins with the title.
The heights of the century.
That's one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time.
I enjoyed that WrestleMania.
I really enjoyed that WrestleMania. I think that was a really good WrestleMania.
That was my favorite one until 33.
It honestly had the perfect card too.
Yes.
I mean, there was not a bad match on that card.
No, there wasn't, and I just thought it was all around good show. 30 and 31 I thought were really good.
Especially the pre-show on 31, not a bad match on that card.
Not a bad match at all. But like Jared just said, I enjoyed the kickoff show.
Yeah.
On WrestleMania 33, was it 33?
My favorite was 33.
Wait, 33 was Austin and Neville, right?
Yeah, and then
Yes.
Ambrose and Corbin.
Yes.
I loved Neville versus Austin Aries. Great match.
That was a great match.
Great match. Should have been on the main card. That did better than a lot of the matches that they had on the actual card.
That is true, but the first match on that card was probably the best match I've seen.
Which one was that?
Shane McMahon and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love Shane McMahon's coast to coast.
Yeah, that was crazy.
My favorite on that card was probably Triple H and Rollins.
Oh yeah, that's also really good. With Stephanie taking that bump through the table.
Yeah, that one had more emotion into it.
Yeah, the build up to the story was great too.
Yeah, definitely.
They almost redid that with Rollins versus Ziggler on Raw after Money in the Bank.
God, I love Dolph Ziggler.
Same.
Next match: Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Ember Moon, Lana, Naomi, Natalya, and Sasha Banks. Alexa Bliss obviously gets the Money in the Bank briefcase. What do you guys think of this one?
Great match.
I agree.
Great match. Like I said, that was the best Money in the Bank match of the night. Had good spots, had a good flow to it. I think it started dying down towards the end, and of course, I didn't like the winner, Alexa. It's freaking stupid.
Well, those are some fighting words, Dak. We gotta go to war now.
Right? Yeah.
I love Alexa Bliss. Like, if she came up to me and she's like, "I'm yours," I'm like, "Oh, that's it. It's over, dude. She's mine, and that's it."
Well, see, here's the thing: is that I'm not saying I don't like Alexa. It's just when she's champion, she's
already had her push.
That's what I'm saying.
I was hoping for Ember Moon to win.
I was hoping for Natalya.
Even Natalya, because just because of her family legacy and with their relationship with the McMahons, it fucks with her career. It honestly does.
But
she can't get a good push anymore.
But
yeah, agreed.
I have to say this though, Alexa Bliss I think is probably the best character, heel or face, on Raw right now for the women.
Yeah, like I said, I really enjoy Ronda. Ronda's the most enjoyable woman to watch right now, in my opinion, on the main roster. It's it's funny because, I talked so much shit about her. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hate this,
Yeah, like, she was gonna be the female Brock Lesnar,
That's what everyone
show
thought.
up once every 4 months or so.
But that woman is putting in the work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And it's, like, I see her videos of her being at the Performance Center, and I'm like, that's passion, that's great. I really enjoy seeing that, that helps me love somebody.
Right, she actually wants it. She's not someone who comes in and they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to do this because I can. She actually wants it.
And that's the one reason why I don't like Brock Lesnar. Great wrestler. I really enjoy him.
Great entertainer, sometimes.
Great entertainer, but the man doesn't give two damns about the company.
He only cares about a paycheck.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't ever see him. He's the man that everybody calls doesn't want to figure out the match before he goes out there because he wants to just do it his way.
Yeah.
And it's, oh my god.
Well,
it just doesn't work.
Look at WrestleMania 32 when him and Dean were supposed to have that, what is it?
Amazing match. It was like a street fighter, no holds barred. But
yeah, and it was under expectation.
Yeah, because Heyman changed it, the whole thing, and it was just disappointing.
I trust Heyman. Heyman knows what he's doing, but like Lesnar just didn't want to plan out any of the spots in the match, so they just had to go with it, and it was like, and you could tell it was like, okay. I know this isn't Dean's part because Dean would plan a match.
Dean planned that whole match out, and they changed it. When he came down, you could see something was wrong on his face.
Yeah, it was like, oh god, I don't want to be out here.
Yeah. Okay, next match: Roman Reigns defeated Jinder Mahal. I don't really think we need to talk about this one.
Next match.
Carmella defeated Asuka with the help of James Ellsworth. He's back in the company.
Asuka defeated. Now, James Ellsworth returning was hilarious.
Yeah. I love that. That whole
it was great.
And the whole setup was perfect. But I mean,
yes, but Carmella should not beat Asuka clean like that. There should not be not even clean. She just shouldn't beat her at all. Asuka is the greatest women's wrestler in the world right now, and is supposed to have this unbeatable character, and she's getting beat.
Yeah, she's got beat twice this year.
And it's like, this is stupid.
But I did enjoy her first loss, which was against Charlotte and Mania.
Of course I did.
That was a great match, but
that was a great story.
But I mean, Carmella, against Asuka, who would really come out on top?
I mean, Carmella's gonna win. Why put Asuka in that match in the first place?
Right. Like, why not have Carmella against, like, a local competitor then, if that's going to be the case?
Well, then, why even have Carmella as champion at all?
I mean, you could have put her against Lana. I mean, I like Lana, but she's not at anywhere near any of the other women. So it's more believable.
Not yet.
Right. I'm just saying, though, it's more believable for Carmella to lose or to beat Lana than it is for her to beat Asuka. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pointless.
All right. The next match: AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Styles wins in the last man standing match, the longest match on this whole card at 31 minutes.
I think it was the best match that they've had out of their whole series in WWE. The match was good, but like I said, I don't like the storyline. I've said that before.
It's stupid.
It's incredibly stupid. Vince McMahon wants to make a better match between them two than they did at Wrestle Kingdom, and you're not doing a very good job at it.
Do you know why Styles won?
I have no clue.
They wanted to keep him champion when they announced WWE 2K19. Yes.
Which I'm excited to get that game, Rey Mysterio, the pre-order.
There's another superstar on pre-order, and I don't know who it's going to be, but...
I thought you had some information for us, Aaron. What are you doing?
There's two pre-order bonuses.
Yes.
Really?
There's Rey Mysterio and another superstar.
So they have not announced yet.
But they haven't announced them. Or her.
I'm excited to see Rey Mysterio back in the game. You know,
Same.
that only means he's coming back.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about him coming back.
They've been trying to do this for a long time, and I want him to come back so badly.
I mean, his return at the Royal Rumble was amazing.
Yes,
no one expected it, honestly.
Well, his return at the Great Royal Rumble was unexpected also.
That's true.
Yeah, it was like, holy cow, you know, Rey Mysterio's back, you know. He's one of my idols, of course. You know, I've watched him all my life.
Right. I can see why. I've only been watching wrestling for 3 years, but...
Yeah. But great entertainer, you know. I'm glad to see he's going to come back, you know. I'm excited to get 2K19.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait.
Also, I kind of want to, you know, get back into 2K19.
Yeah.
You guys heard about the $1 Million Challenge, right?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay, Dak. Well, there's this new game mode in 2K19 that you have to beat. And, like, you don't even have to, like, enter online for this. And then the second thing you have to do is actually make a video cutting a promo on AJ Styles. Like, a legit promo. And then you face 2 or 3 more people. And then the final stage is you take on AJ Styles one-on-one in WWE 2K19. And if you beat AJ, you get $1 million.
Oh, that sounds hard.
It sounds fun.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds so fun, though.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like, I would just love to cut a promo on AJ. I mean...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Next match, Ronda Rousey defeats Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss cashes in 11 minutes.
Bliss is money.
Bliss is gay.
I'd watch that porno.
Who wouldn't? But it's just like, okay, same thing over and over. Alright, let's move on to the next.
Yeah.
Alright, last match. The main event. Braun Strowman defeats Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and The Miz for the men's Money in the Bank briefcase. Almost 20 minutes.
Decent match. I didn't like the outcome. I think it was good for this year. But we'll just have to see what goes on, man. I'm actually intrigued. You know, I didn't like it, but I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, this is yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a few people that you could give the briefcase. You know, you got Rude, Balor, Rusev. I feel like Rude probably needs it more than anyone else in this entire match.
Rusev being the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. I'm excited to see the match. I'm excited to see what those two can do in the ring.
I'm excited to see that too.
Okay, so I wanted to do this on the next episode, but I have to say this. Brock Lesnar is in contract disputes, which means that he could lose the title without even being in a match. So that cancels the Fatal 5-Way at Extreme Rules.
Interesting.
Why can't he just be a fucking man and do the match, lose the title clean? He's honestly acting like Bret Hart.
I feel like he's worse than Bret Hart at this point.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you how much I hate Bret Hart.
Okay, let's do this.
Ooh, story time.
He's a crybaby bitch.
Agreed.
And you know, he always wants it done his ways because his dad always told him that you're the greatest wrestler on earth. I love his dad. Stu Hart is an incredible mentor, and I'm not dissing his ability to teach anyone. But, oh my god, Luke, wow. Owen Hart was always better than Bret.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
In my personal opinion. Bret Hart just... I mean, he's put on good matches, he's put on historical matches, but I just feel like that man never had the it factor. for many of reasons. And, you know, a lot of people don't know this either, but Shawn Michaels is not far behind him with being a crybaby.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, back in the early 90s there, oh my god. He lost his smile, remember? 94?
Yep.
It was either 94 or 95.
I think it was 94. Yeah. It could have been both. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, I just...
Yeah, just... Fuck you, Bret Hart, and fuck you, Brock Lesnar.
We hate Canucks! Anyway, that's not the point. I really didn't think that was going to be very funny, so I just kind of shouted it.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, hang my head in shame because I'm racist against Canadians.
Fuck Canada.
Yeah, fuck Canada.
So, Dak Ryan, as everyone knows, is the current TVW champion, 6-time champion. Sorry, Dak. And they had a pay-per-view, 2 weeks ago? What was it?
About a week and a half ago.
And okay, so it was No Ropes, No Rules 3, correct?
Yes.
Go watch that on YouTube. I'll have the link on SoundCloud for everyone. I thought it was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Really?
I popped so, like, you don't even know. I popped so much watching that.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I was sitting at work in the break room, and I'm like, I'm not doing work. I'm going to watch this pay-per-view. So I'm sitting there watching it, and through the entire, except for the first match, every other match, I was just popping for. Like, oh my god, it's crazy.
Well, that's great, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it was a good show. I thought I like the 2 camera angles we got going on.
I loved that.
By the way, that is official. It is now for every episode of TVW content.
That's great.
That was awesome. Because, the whole one angle moving around, it was okay.
It does get old.
Yeah, but, the fact that you guys now have 2 different angles, it's a lot better.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
So, does this mean that the at least one cameraman is going to bump every episode?
Bump? I never really thought of that, but I think that'd be pretty funny.
That would be awesome to see.
Every time I think of a cameraman bumping, I always think of Undertaker jumping over the ropes.
WrestleMania 25, I believe it was.
Yes.
And the cameraman was, I think it was Deuce from Deuce and Domino.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Oh, God, I still feel pain from the show that I did,
Yeah.
That glass spot, man.
Oh my god, dude. I thought that was going to go the other way.
I was surprised you actually went with that spot.
Yeah.
Because I know your hatred for CZW and light tubes and all that.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe he's actually fucking doing that spot.
Actually, you know what's funny is that we were actually supposed to have a thumbtack spot.
Really?
Oh my gosh, that would have been so amazing.
But we couldn't find the thumbtacks.
Oh.
But yeah, I was actually gonna take a thumbtack spot.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. 69 thumbtacks?
No, man. This was a whole bag. I would say about 500.
Jeez.
Oh my god, you fucking trooper, man.
But, and then I look back at it, I'm like, well, I'm kind of glad I didn't do that.
So you went with the light tube spot. Which is not bad.
No, and that wasn't even the most painful part of the whole show. Actually, the most painful part was Jarrell hitting me with that freaking license plate that hard.
Oh my gosh.
How hard did he hit you with that license plate?
A lot harder than you should.
That's a good answer.
That is a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I got up and my ear was ringing, and I told Drew, I was like, "You fucking moron! Don't do it that hard."
You, Mark, what are you doing?
But you know, he gave me a really good response. He was like, "Why are you complaining? It was a good match." And I was like, "You know what? Fair enough."
Fair enough.
It was a great match.
Okay,
Fair
so
enough.
so speaking of Marks, I know we're talking about TVW, but I have to say this on the podcast. I tweeted to the
Dave
biggest
Meltzer.
mark ever, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer.
Did he retweet?
He did not.
Of course he didn't.
I tweeted at him, "You fucking Mark, you make me eat," and it made no sense at all. Zero
I told him to
sense.
say that.
It's crazy, but I'm like, oh my, thank God he didn't retweet it.
That would have been funny though.
Could you imagine that?
It would've-
Fook, Dave Meltzer.
Yes,
Fuck
agreed.
Fuck you, Meltzer.
Agreed.
5 stars only.
7 stars. Throwing out 7 stars, Meltzer? Are you fucking kidding me?
Let me tell you something. Kenny Omega versus Okada, their 56th match ever, was a 26-star match.
I'd say it was like a 52-star match.
But
man.
out of 10.
What is that number?
Or out of 5. I'm sorry. Out of 5 stars he gives, it's terrible.
Oh, gosh.
It's just kind of like, why?
I just wish the Young Bucks would super kick his head off.
Oh, that'd be so fantastic.
Being
So
the elite.
fantastic.
I'm being the elite.
On the show. That would be awesome.
You know what? Fuck the Young Bucks. I love the Revival.
What?
I actually do like the Revival, but
I also like the Revival.
it's not fuck the Young Bucks. Those are the greatest. That's the greatest tag team in the world right now.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Do you know who else is a very great tag team that nobody gives enough credit to?
who?
War Machine or War Raiders.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Those guys
Yeah.
put on a damn show, and those
Yes.
guys are incredibly agile for their size. Great performers. I really enjoy seeing them in NXT. I've been behind them for a long time. You know, Hanson and Rowan. They,
Yeah.
Aaron, you're interrupting,
Oh, well,
asshole.
Aaron, do you want to get the double foot stomp done to you?
bring it, Dak.
Aaron,
Oh yeah.
do you know what happens to people
Yeah.
who interrupt Dak Ryan?
You gonna put me on the list?
No. I'm going to push you through a
just
wood
made
chipper.
the list.
That's what I'm going to do. God, Goldie, shut up. Goldust.
Goldust.
By the way, Goldust has been wrestling for 30 years this year.
Holy shit.
30 years.
30 years.
1988. Yes.
Wow.
30 years, and he's still going at it.
Wow, dude.
Crazy.
30 years, man.
Crazy.
That's incredible.
Cody has been wrestling for what, 10 or 11 now?
Wow.
Because his debut was in 2006.
Oh,
Yes.
12. 12 years.
Yeah. 12 years in the business with Cody.
He's getting up there with Dustin, man.
Yeah.
No one can ever beat Goldust. Goldust is the greatest wrestler of all time.
I love Goldust.
He's a great
I do too.
worker.
Great worker.
His TNA run was terrible, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely awful. But that's not his fault.
No.
Is that the 7 character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was 7 in TNA. It made no fucking sense.
And he cut a
Yeah, it
shoe
was kind of
promo.
like, it's kind of like what?
Like, so this is the guy that breathes in your face?
Yeah, it was,
That's just...
yeah, Money in the Bank was and
Yeah.
then No Rules, No Rules was 5 stars.
Jack,
Dude, 100 stars, bro. That was amazing.
On this podcast, I am issuing a challenge to you.
Oh yeah?
Knight of Kings 4. Me and you.
Knight of Kings 4, huh?
Yeah.
Well, if you can come down here to good old Georgia, you know damn well that match will happen.
Damn right. I'm going to make that happen.
With the greatest manager of all time by Aaron's side.
Hell yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'd be really excited to see y'all down there.
Yeah. I'm going to get my attire ready for the trip.
Perfect.
You just wait, Dak Ryan.
I'm coming for your TBW World Championship, buddy.
All I'm going to tell you is, bring it on and you will fight the Divine One.
Main event.
Book it.
Book it. You should book it and you should not get in the ring with me.
Oh, is that so?
You're going to have a rude awakening.
Well, I would love to see that awakening. Stay woke, Dak Ryan.
Stay woke. I'll definitely be keeping my eye out.
Alright.
I mean, who knows? You know, we might come down and attack you from behind.
Who knows? You never know.
Guess we'll just have to see, huh?
But I will say this, I will have more charisma than Quentin Zero. By far more.
Sir, you walking down the ramp could be more than Quentin Zero.
A dead cat has more charisma than Quentin Zero. No, you know what? You know what? Dak got to shoot on him. I'm gonna shoot on him now. Okay, I'm just gonna let everything out.
Shoot away.
Quentin Zero. That's a stupid name. Don't you ever think that you were good with that name. That's a dumb name, and I hate you. You aren't a good wrestler. You're just not a good wrestler. Take some advice from Dak Ryan, and maybe in about 20 years, you'll be able to lace his boots. Maybe you have to wait longer than that. I'm tired of seeing you on this, and it's like you don't even give anything for the fans. You sit there, and you just kind of look bored. Why are you even a wrestler? Go away. I don't want to see you anymore, honestly. I'm tired of it.
I'll replace him.
Fook Quentin Zero.
Wait 50 years, and then see if you can even lace up my boots that I do not wear, sir.
Oh wow, that you don't even wear.
That's right.
That's harsh.
I mean, he comes to the ring, and I feel like he doesn't care.
He takes his little hood off trying to be cool, and it doesn't, no.
You're not Dak Ryan. No matter what you think, you are not. You'll never be Dak Ryan. You'll never even be close to Dak Ryan.
Well, what can I say? I'm the greatest backyard wrestler in the world.
Slow your roll, buddy. Whoa. Whoa. I will kind of agree with you on that, but once we get in the ring together, the universe will collide and break apart.
TCPW versus TBW.
Can't wait.
Alright. Title for title.
Title for title. Here we go. It's official. It's on the podcast. Title for title. Here we go.
Knight of Kings 4.
The question is, will you show up?
Oh, I will.
Well, that's all I need to hear. Dak Ryan will show somebody that is foreign to the company as to why I am the face of CW.
You know damn well I will show up. whatever it takes, I will be there and show up, and
Like
I will
I said.
show the world.
Like I said, that's all I need to hear.
We
right.
will shock TBW.
I'm going to shock the world.
Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to me and some idiot and the greatest champion of all time. You can interchange yourselves wherever you want. Doesn't matter to me. I know what I meant.
Aaron, I think he called you an idiot.
I did.
Okay, Paul Heyman.
Anyway, guys, for Dakota Holloway, because I can call him whatever I want, Aaron Almond, a.k.a. Goldie, and myself, go read a book. So now we just kind of like ramble or whatever the fuck.
That was a good podcast. I enjoyed it.
I loved it.
I'm serious, Dag. You are officially one of the hosts now.
Thanks. Yeah, great podcast. I really enjoy doing these. I just love to speak my mind.
Yeah, man. We all love speaking our mind, because if I couldn't speak my mind, then I had to smack Aaron in the face really hard.
You know what, Aaron? Pull down your pants.
You're gonna
What?
get pooped.
Yeah, pull down your pants.
No.
No, Dad.
You really thought I was a wrestler?
What?
Wrong. I'm not no wrestler. I'm a boy toucher.
Oh, he's gonna touch Aaron's thing.
Hell no.
No. Look at the Kevin Hart thing. No, he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
Ma'am, why do you hate me so much? But me, and then he hit me.
I got my attire out right now, just smoothing it out.
You know, I wonder how many people actually listen to this part of the podcast.
Oh God, it'd be terrible.
Like honestly, like how many people actually like listen to the entire thing after we sign off? Like for real.
Right.
Whoever's listening to this should comment on SoundCloud that you actually listen to this last part after the static.
Dad, did you hear about the podcast being on Spotify?
Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was so happy, dude. You don't even know how happy I was.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That's great, dude. I'm really happy for you.
Happy for us. It's an us thing. I know that Aaron isn't good with playing with other people. That's why he never had any friends as a kid. I want that toy.
You know, this attire here is going to win me the TVW World Championship.
Oh my God, you're still talking about that? Dude, no one believes you. Dak Ryan's better than you.
I'm not going to lie about that. Yeah, he may be. But
No, he is. He's the best of all time.
I'm gonna prove that I
take
can.
on all challengers.
Aaron, how does it feel that your own manager thinks you're not as good as Dak Ryan?
Betrayed.
Honestly,
I think you're gonna CM Punk, Paul Heyman me. That you're gonna do what Paul Heyman did to Punk at Money in the Bank.
Ladder.
Fuck me over.
Just a ladder.
Gonna fuck me over. You're just gonna fuck me over.
My new client is that guy, Curtis Axel. Fuck. You know, it's really sad that Curtis Axel is treated like that when he's the son of Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... Mr. Perfect was, like, one of the greatest characters of all time. Then you have his son, and everyone's just like, oh. Really? You're his son? What the fuck?
I mean, first he was the member of the Nexus. Not a lot of people know that. But then he left, rebuilt his character, became Curtis Axel.
Which I enjoyed.
And now he sucks.
Yeah. Hey, B team, man. They're going to become tag team champions.
Dude, I love their Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy parody promo.
Especially the fact that Bo Dallas was Wyatt.
I am so happy they're finally in a storyline together. Oh my god. It took so long.
Yeah.
Like, way too long. My mom was like, man, he really looks like Bray Wyatt. I'm like, that's because they're brothers, Mom. She's like, I know. Like, you obviously didn't. God. Shut up, man. Anyway.
Alright, boys. Well, it was good doing this podcast with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired.
Alright, man.
I'm out.
Well, maybe you shouldn't smoke so much weed, Dak.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen again.
We're so baked, and you see Tyler like doing something with his shirt, and then he's like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Honestly, so weird.
I wish Tyler would have been able to join this podcast because I wanted to issue a challenge to him as well. But maybe another day.
Maybe another day, yeah.
Maybe another day. But I'm now focused on Night of Kings 4.
Well, you should be because you got a lot of training to do.
Oh, yes, I do.
Because I'm going to be in the best shape I've ever been in.
Oh. Wait, so is it going to be like a regular match or like a hardcore whatever match? Last man standing. Last man standing match.
I don't want no hardcore match. I want
a legit match.
Iron Man match.
How about we make it a little bit better? Since it's Night of Kings, the biggest night besides Clash for the Case, and no ropes, no rules. 2 out of 3 falls.
Sounds like a plan.
And falls count anywhere.
This should be very, very interesting.
Yes, I'm actually very excited to go down to Georgia to do this.
Same.
So fine.
Even though Georgia is like Canada, they're just. I don't know where I was gonna go with that, but fuck Canucks.
Okay.
So Dak, talk to your booker or whoever books the show. We'll figure that all out. If they approve it, we're in business.
You know what you guys should do, Dak?
Yeah.
You should do an anonymous GM just like they did on Raw.
Oh gosh, Hornswoggle.
That was so funny, and then Dak just super kicks the computer. Bam.
That would not be a bad idea.
See, this is why I should book shows and shit, because I am awesome at coming up with shit like that.
Yeah, I agree. And then, like, the anonymous general manager just should be Jared.
Bam!
Like.
Well, anyway, we should probably leave before we stop getting listeners.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this podcast. They ramble about dumb shit.
Right.
Alright, man. Well, thanks for letting me on here. I really enjoyed it.
Hey, no problem, man.
Anytime, man.
Next time we can all shoot on cue. How about that?
Perfect.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, boys. Have a good night.
See you later,
Me
man.
too. Alright. See ya.
Man, fuck Aaron.
What?